hold up. Today's stream is just a tiny bit different than normal. Again, I know I say that a lot. Okay, weird. Okay, my stream is up and running once again. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Just making sure. If you can hear me, please say hi. Chat, hello, chat. Okay, I guess chat's not saying hi. I guess we're not alive. Oh, never mind. We are alive. They said yes. Hi. You know, I actually have no idea if they hear me. They're just saying hi right now. I'm so confused. You know, whatever. Struggles with being a genius. Oh my gosh, my computer won't connect to the Wi-Fi. Speaking of struggles with being a genius, you know, that happens. Yeah, Wi-Fi is back, baby. Let's go. Okay, perfecto. Okay, about to turn on the camera. We can hear you, genius. Thank you, Stairway. Thank you for calling me a genius. I know you meant it. And the camera is on. Hello, guys. Aren't you so happy to see me? I forgot to turn my amp on, so yeah. Let me just plug this in. If you're wondering what this is a Droyo transmitter. It's meant for wireless guitars, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I really like it. Okay, turning that on. Oh! Let's turn that off. Let's do that. Alright, let's get this going here. Sorry about the disorganization. I promise to do better. Okay. Oh, I need to get my guitar. Oh, I left it all the way upstairs. Damn it. Okay, well, it's fine. We'll start. Let's just play. Listen to Power Slave while I'm gone. to Ghost of Maiden, and thank you so much, Power Slave, for the $5 dono. Now, you may have noticed something is a little different about the setup. And that is because the guitar that was ordered in is here. This came from Muhammad on a stream. I don't know if you guys remember, but when MCAT, Muhammad from Dubai, said I wanted to buy you a guitar, this is the one he bought. This is the Dave Murray signature guitar from Iron Maiden. So, as you can see, you've got there's pickups in here. Dude, the pickups are worth more than my SG altogether. Then, of course, you got the signature here. It's really nice. It's a Mexican Strat. It weighs so much, though. It's so flippin' heavy. But its tone is just unmatched. It takes a little bit of getting used to, because I'm not a Strat player at all. How's the trem system? It's good. It's pretty stiff, though. Like, I'm used to a floating bridge, so this is kind of like, I don't know. It's a little different, but different is good, you know? But I have great appreciation for this guitar. It's just so stunningly beautiful. You play Fear the Dark? Yeah, we do. We do play Fear the Dark. I haven't tried it on this one yet. Honestly, what you guys saw was basically some of my first reaction to playing this thing. I'm still not used to it, so I'm gonna screw up a lot, obviously. But I love this thing. That stream, yeah. Like, that's why I was like, that's why I wanted to open and debut a Power Slave. Smith. Yeah, you gotta get it. Not Judas. I hate Judas. It also runs Adrian Smith's solos really well too. Like, it can do everything, I swear. sounds insane. I love this thing so much. Something was different. Yeah, something was definitely different about that. What's the hardest thing you can play? I don't know. This is a guitar solo. I only do Iron Maiden. I'm sorry, man. Well, actually, no, I'm not sorry. I'm happy I only do Iron Maiden. Screw every other band, even though they're good. I don't care. Iron Maiden only. But yeah, honestly, today I was thinking, why not just have fun with this thing, experiment with what it can do. I mean, yeah. Like, it's beautiful. Made in Mexico, too. You spilled beer on your guitar. Oh my god. No. No. Don't say... Didn't you say one stream you were going to be doing different bands? Yeah, I do occasionally. It's very, very, very rare. Like, very, very incredibly rare. Oh, and what's up, man? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Did you hit 10K yet? I haven't had time to see it. I've been busy. I hope you've hit 10K. $200 away. You got it, man. You got this. Trust me. You know what? It just wouldn't be the same without the flipping lights. You don't know. This is coming with me. Okay, never mind. There's a chasm I have to cross. We're setting this thing down. Alright, we're getting the lights set up. If you guys have any soon requests, that will be $1,100. I'm just kidding. Honestly, so many streamers ask for money for song requests. I honestly feel weird doing that. But eventually, as I try to turn this into a job, I might do that. If you guys don't mind that, of course. No idea how this thing works. Again, it's always a mystery to me how this thing flipping works. Come on. Please, lighting. Oh, that's brutal. There we go. Cool, we got our lights. No idea how this is gonna look. But I hope it looks killer. You know, we need a smoke machine. That's what we need. A fog machine would be crazy cool. How does this look? This probably looks so weird in this lighting. Who knows? I think it actually, you know what? It actually looks kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Back in black. You love Aces High? Well, we're gonna play Aces High tonight for you. Don't you worry. actually sounding pretty good. I'm figuring out some levels. Wow, it's pretty fun. Just to screw around with it. Sorry, let me read chat. What's going on? The ladies are cool. Thank you, man. Hello, Lacey. What's going on? Daniel's here. Yo, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Children of the Damned. Sure. I actually did practice this one earlier on this guitar, so we'll see what happens, shall we? That was fire. I'm not gonna lie, that was so fun. Dude, I'm in love with this thing. Before, I'm gonna be honest, when I picked this thing up for the first time, I did not like it. When I picked it up for the first time, I did not like it. And I remember watching a Licks the Beast video, my good friend Nico, about it, and he was like, yeah, he didn't like it either at first, and then the more he played it, the more he loved it. And now that I've played it, bro, I'm in love with this thing. My first initial fact was like, how in the world am I meant to play this? But then I'm like, dude, this is actually so much easier to play than what other stuff. Like, than any other guitar. And it's just so fluid and so nice. Like, it's my new favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Am I in a band? Kinda. It's a work in progress. I have some originals, but yeah. But I love this thing to bits. It is stunning. It's a work of art. It's really what it is. So, this has got to be easily one of the best guitars I've ever held in my entire life. Alright. Now I'm curious to see, because I haven't tested this theory out yet, how this guitar will do with this tone. So, yeah, here we go. Wish me luck. No idea how this is gonna sound. love with this thing 100% now. This is, oh my god. What a tone. Dude, wow. That was so fun. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I'm chilling right now, low-key. This guitar is so fun to play. Yeah. Maya, it is gonna get stuck in your head, you're right. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Today is definitely a bit of a unique show, because again, we've got this beauty right here. Stunning, stunning piece of artwork. Alright. Let's play another song. We're just gonna keep going. very heavily requested song, so I'm glad we did that one. That was pretty fun. From which band? Iron Maiden. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Live at Tornado Alley. Hey, I've seen you on Brody's stream a lot. But yeah. So cool to have people here today. It's so nice. Yeah, let me introduce myself. My name is Rylan, aka Ghost of Maiden. We are an Iron Maiden tribute channel to just Iron Maiden and occasionally a few other bands. Sometimes it's kind of rare, but when I say kind of rare, I mean very rare. We only ever play anything else when we absolutely have to. For the Greater Good of God, that would be sick on this thing. Wait, that's actually we're doing it. We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. That is a great idea. Oh my gosh, thank you. I've been waiting for someone to suggest that for so long to the point where I forgot the song flippin' existed. Goals, what's up? god, what a good song. I'm just gonna tune. For some reason, we've been having just minor tuning issues. Even though it's not a floating bridge. I guess the guitar needs to be tuned every once in a while. There we go. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well? Alright. Do you also write your own songs or riffs? Anyways, some people will know what that is. But it needs to flow better. Yeah. Ah, from the beginning to the clean part, I see. That song is starting to become more and more popular on the channel, I believe. But yeah. Chloe, what's up? Stairway should have liked to that song that I played just now. that sell. On the new guitar, on all that stuff on the new one. I don't know how that sounds on the new one, but honestly think I prefer the sound of this one though. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright, so you gotta go. Alright, see you, Daniel. Have a great night and up those irons, man. we're gonna change the shirt. I don't know why, but I feel like it. So, like I said the last time with the blue light, I wanted to see how the shirt would look in the light, so that's what we're gonna do. Luckily, I have the shirt here on ready. Because I wanted to see how Benjamin Brieg would shine in the light. I thought that'd be really cool to see. Well, yeah. It might be totally lame, and I might be just tripping, but I saw it in the light earlier, kind of like off to the side, and I was like, yo, that looks sick, so. Let's see. I don't know how this is gonna do. I think it lights up pretty well. Oh yeah, that lights up awesome. That's sick. Too bad my guitar is gonna flip and cover it. Oh my god. You getting Iron Maiden shirt? Which one should you get? Somewhere in time. Somewhere in time, of course. Love from Afghanistan. Hello, man. Welcome. Oh my gosh, it would not be an Iron Maiden stream without this song. Trooper. That was pretty awesome. Alright, this next song is absolutely fire too. We're gonna go on a hit run right here. We're gonna go on a hit and run right here. That sounded a lot more sinister than what I meant.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
Yeah.
and that was actually probably one of the best we've ever done that. This song makes downpicking, this guitar makes downpicking so easy. Oh yeah, Mike, this is the guitar from the donator MCAT. Muhammad from Dubai. Amazing guitar. So you're wondering when it was coming. Here it is. We don't have a lot of time left, unfortunately. So we have time for probably 2 more songs, and I really think that we need to play. Well, obviously. Where is it? Man, I don't know. Someone help me pick my second last song. Oh wait, never mind. I found it. Here we go. So we'll do Run to the Hills, and then we'll close with one more song. We're gonna try something here. No way the guitar can do that. Okay. Here we go. And now it is time for the closer. Dad, do you want to watch me do the closer with the new guitar?
Go for it.
My dad is going to witness this. He hasn't seen me play a full song in this one. He actually doesn't really watch. He just kind of listens. But we're forcing him to watch this one.
Okay, go ahead.
When the bell
this was a lot of fun for me, honestly. I loved this. Every second of this stream I enjoyed. And I hope you guys also enjoyed every flipping second of this stream. And if you did, like and subscribe. I mean, it doesn't hurt just to hit the subscribe button. I mean, at least I don't know if it hurts. It might not hurt. Depends. It could possibly damage your fingers. Who knows? But yeah. My hair is so knotted. Thank you all so much, honestly. Like, the support that you guys have given me ever since day one has been life-changing for me. If you told me when I first started my channel that I would have 8,000 subscribers and that I would have a community as blessed as I do and all this amazing gear and all this support, I would have been like, yeah, right, I barely even know how to play. But here I am, flipping almost a year later. Our anniversary of a year of the channel is May 5th. Yeah. Here we are. And this is, it's insane. Mom says, it's your turn to take out the garbage. It was my turn yesterday and I forgot. We don't talk about that. But yeah, this stream was fire, and honestly, I owe you guys so much. So, thank you all so much for watching. And, I'll see you all soon. You all are real. You all are real ones, alright? So, thank you. And with that done and said, I'm gonna say the final thing of every stream. Up those irons, and I'll see you all tomorrow.